Happy Thursday, everyone. So I hope everyone took advantage and signed up with listings to leads while it was still $60. Now it's 95. So that's a little sting. Still well worth it. 100% worth it at 95. But I'm glad Sherry said she took advantage. So yay, that's good. So today I want to go over setting up a custom landing page in listings to leads, another thing that they offer that you might not know about. So let's get started. Let's do that. Move everything out the way. There, and move that. All right, so when you log in, right, this is your dashboard again. So we're going to come over to the left and we're going to go to landing pages. We're going to come up and we're going to create a new landing page in the type. So this is all the ones you can do. There's a ton, right? A ton. But today we are going to do a custom landing page for buyers. And then you're going to name it. So this is just my test page. And you're going to create it. Oh, that's the URL. My bad. Hold on. We're just going to go to this other one because I don't have my URL pulled up in front of me. So we're going to go to the create and you're going to put your URL in and it's going to come here. I didn't have mine pulled up. So whoops. And it's going to take you to a place that looks like this. This is my landing page. So if you go to the marketing tools, this is where you can market it, everything at, right? You can run an ad on it, all of the fun stuff. But we'll go back to the editor right here. We're going to open the editor. And right here, intro, here's your step 2 to the intro. I'll show you how to build all this out. And then your success page, right? So it's a 3-step process. Let's go back to the intro. So right here, this is where you're going to upload your image. You can go to upload. You can pick from their stock image, right? There's a ton. Some of these I uploaded. Or you can upload your own right here. So super simple. You can do video as well. You don't have to do a static. So if you wanted to do a video, right here is where you do that. Just a solid color right there. So I did this image. And then I enabled the background shadow. So it puts this little black shadow behind it so the words pop more. Right. So this is the social media image. This is what everyone's going to see on your social media. Down here, you can change the style to whatever you want. It shows you little previews, right? Pick the one that you want. I went with this one. Always hit save. Remember to hit save. Right here, if you want to change the image or anything, you're just going to go click on that pencil. Then you're going to go to style and colors, right? So here's where you put your colors in, your brand colors, add those there. See, you'll see it's right there. Then your custom content page. You can choose any of these. You can leave it empty, up to you. Mine, I left empty. And then you have your forms. So your title, right? Your title, stop throwing your money away on rent. You're just making your landlord rich, okay? Right here. So that's your title. Here's your description. If you guys want, copy and paste mine or copy it and tailor it so it makes a little more sense for you if you want to do this exact landing page. Right here's the description. So that's all the meat and bones right there. Obviously, you can change it to whatever you want. And the button, see pictures and pricing now, right? So that's that. If you want to add a new field, right here, you can keep adding it. Remember to always hit save. That is your intro to step 1. Now you're going to come up to the top tab right here, step 2. This is what that looks like. So if you don't want it to say send information to, change it to whatever you want. It's right here how to do that. And if you want to make certain fields mandatory, you just turn them on. So I want your full name, I want your email, and I want your phone number for this particular one. So I have those turned on. And I have my dream move date, right? So right here, they can click the calendar and give you a date, on hopefully when they want to move by. You want to add more right here, add more fields. You can ask more questions. And then the button right here, send the information now, right there. You can use the Facebook registry if you want. I have it off because I don't want that. I want them to fill out their most current stuff is the hopes, right? That's our hopes. And then obviously all this populates for you. Then we come back up to our tabs. Remember, we did intro, step 2, now success page. So this, the little end after they do all of that, let me scroll. So the headline, thank you. I appreciate you. Whatever you want to do over there, just put it here. The description, right? That's right here. You can change that up or copy mine, whatever's easiest. And then you can do your lead signature button. That would be this, or you can custom and create your own. I just went with what's already populated because less time. I don't want to sit and spend too much time on that. And that is your landing page. It's actually super simple. So if you want to preview, let's see. Nope, that's just that one. All right, so we're going to hit save. Make sure you hit save, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Let's see. Takes it a minute to save. All right, let's move here so I can go back to here, move us out the way, view. So this is my landing page, and you can share it straight to your socials, right? So here's that. If they click here, it's going to take it. So they're going to have to fill out name. Let's do my email, my phone number. Do I have a move-in date? Yep, I want to be gone by then. We even have time on here. Send the information now, right? So now it's sent. Here is that success page that I showed you. And now let me move all of us out the way. Let me pull up my email so you guys can see what that looks like. See, so this is what it's going to look like in your email account. So I did all that. You got that. Let's go back. Oh, went to my follow-up boss. And here is what your people are going to see, right? So if you want to copy this as well, go ahead. And what I really love is it puts it to the 15 things new homeowners can do to save money. So this takes them it gives them a PDF guide. So how cool is that? Oh, my logo doesn't show. I got to switch that. Sherry.
Do you choose what PDF is sent, or is it automatically set up with the landing page?
Nope, you can choose it.
Okay.
Yep. It's all custom. You can do whatever you want. It's super awesome. And that is super quick, super simple on how to, Christine, you're muted.
Okay. Now you can post it to your Facebook business page. Just copy the URL and post it like that, right?
Nope, go right here to marketing tools,
Tools.
social media post, right there. Click on that. It's right here. This is what it's going to look like. And you're going to hit post now.
Okay.
Now.
Very good.
Yep. So you don't even have to copy paste nothing. You just go there. Now, if you want to run an ad on it, this is right here. So it says ads. This is the ad you can run on it. So you can run it for a week and try to get some more leads instead of just doing it like purely organically. Put a little ad spend behind it, right? Your objective leads, you put your location, put your radius, whatever you want to put in. I switch it to a daily budget and I do $5. play with it. It might be different where you are. Where you are might work better with a lifetime budget. Me, it works better on a daily budget. Start and end date. Advanced options, if you want that on, you can retarget your current customers if you want. Right? Here's all the verbiage. It shows you everything it's going to say. The interest, I populated all those in. And then I would change it back to my pixel for Facebook and just hit create. And this would be your ad that they would see. Super, super quick and simple. If you want to embed it into your CRM or an email, this would be the code that you copy. But yep, so marketing tools is where you go to share it. You ever want to edit anything on it, you would just come to the edit and you would open editor. All right, and then while we're here, this again, if you wanted to change this whole background, you just scroll and go through, pick one that you like the best. The autoresponder, now that is where the email that I showed you in my Gmail account, and Sherry, that's where you can, right here, attach the report. Any of those you can choose for the PDF. So it's all right there. There's a ton, right? And then you always just hit save. Make sure your pixel and everything, your Facebook pixel, make sure you already have that on the back end done. And
Carrie,
that,
do you
yes,
have to go in and personalize all the PDFs first with your brand colors, or will it do it automatically?
it does it. You
Oh,
just
good.
set your brand colors in your profile. Once you, in every section, once you set your brand colors, done. You do nothing. That's like so amazing. And one of the like most powerful things too about listings to leads, you just set it up and it just populates it all to you every single time. It's amazing. Christine, do you have another question?
I haven't done a paid ad in a long time, but anyway, retargeting, if I press, when I do this and I press the retargeting, it's going to go and find the people that saw the
You
past.
have to upload your list of people in here and you have to have at least 1,000.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right.
Where do
So
you
I
do
don't
that?
do that.
once you hit 1,000, then you can upload them in here and then you can retarget to those people.
Where do you do that at?
Let me
That's a good
see.
class to have.
Well, it's not going to take a whole class. Let me see if we just go to leads. I haven't done it in so long since I originally got my listings to leads. All right, so you have your follow-up text. So, let's see. Nope, we don't want that. So it's not under leads. That's where it's not under. Everyone remember that. Let's see. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to go look. Would it be under profile? I did mine so long ago. Could be under here. If not, I'll find out and let you know. Because I haven't done it in so long. And it's so weird because I was just in here and I saw somewhere. Any hooters, we'll find it. We'll find it.
Does it, when you integrate with Follow Up Boss, do the leads go into here?
Do you want them to come into here? So my leads, when I'm in here, I have these leads go into Follow Up Boss
Okay,
and Lofty. I don't want any other leads coming in here. This is not my CRM. So
right.
I don't want that mixture. I do have the follow-up on here turned on. That is turned on. Just because, you know, if they're not answering on my other CRMs, it doesn't hurt. But no, I don't. If I'm putting people in here, it's only to retarget them.
You can't put them in otherwise.
Huh?
You can't put leads in here. Not, you can't upload any leads in here. The retargeting thing, yeah,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say, just for the retargeting, I know you can. Let me,
I guess that was my my question is if I've got these 9,000 contacts that are in street text, they're in Follow Up Boss. And when I retarget, it goes to them.
it will go to
Currently.
them if they're in here. And I think you're gonna have to come into the ads. Let me look at this real quick. Insta form audience.
yeah, actually, I think, Carrie, that you might be right. I think you might be heading the right. I think it's,
Yeah, coming in here, and I think that's where you gotta upload it.
yeah, I think maybe advanced settings when you're, I don't know. It was something, I think I saw it too, and
I know.
under advanced or something like that when I was about to run an ad. I was like, oh, that's where you do
It
retard.
is, and I don't know why it's not pulling up, so I
Yeah.
can see
Maybe start as if you're doing a new
a
ad.
new one and not being able to edit
Should.
one. All right, let's do create. All right, we want that. Let's see. All right, let's see now.
Go
Oh,
to advanced options,
yep,
toggle it on,
add on.
keep going down.
There was retarget right under the switch that you switched.
It was it?
I'm like, where?
Keep going up. There
Oh,
you go.
retarget. There we go. This is
Yeah.
where you can name it and you can upload them. You're gonna have to be able to upload them in here. And if not, you hit learn more and it's gonna tell you how to do it. So it's right there. How to create a custom audience. So it tells you. Oh, wow. Probably under the create audience tab, right? Like that would only make sense because no one even looked at that tab. It's right there. So you're at ads, and instead of create a Facebook ad or Google, you go to create audience. I can't believe we missed that.
And I think also all the leads that are in listing leads, it will automatically retarget those. Like if you just click
Yeah.
where that is, enter your custom audiences there. No,
I know. I already hit it. I wanted to go right here to create audience so everyone can see that. It's right there. Cheese and crackers. Right here. That's so funny. But yeah, everyone, like Herb was saying, everyone that's in here, if you check retarget, it will retarget to them. Christine, do you have another question?
I do. So if
Mhm.
you're not retargeting, like this morning, I put an ad behind a listing and just tried it, see what happens.
Yeah.
Without retargeting, I think I hit the leads. So that just goes out into the world in my 50-mile radius.
Yep. Yep.
And
And
then
when I do
anybody
that,
that comes from there will then,
then they're going to be a new pool for your retargetings. So I was going to say, Laura, when I run a new ad on anything, I never retarget my new ad because I want to bring in a new pool of people.
yes,
Yep.
okay.
Absolutely. Any other questions? And Laura, I don't know if you know about the client review webpage, but I'm obsessed with this. Obsessed.
Yeah, I did see it in your first little video. I'm gonna watch the second video. I feel like I'm having a little bit of trouble connecting Instagram and I'm not sure how to make sure it's to the business page, not a personal page.
It won't
Uh,
go to your personal. It only goes to business.
Only goes to business. Okay.
Yeah. However, I am going to ask Scott if there's a way that we can have it go to our personals because I want this stuff to post on my personal. My business page, I don't care about it. I only have it because you have to have it to run ads. I'm on my personal page. So I'm going to see if that's a thing. But go to, isn't it here? So under your profile, you have your social media links. So
Uh-huh.
where you put your Instagram, always hit save. And that will make it so it will go to your Instagram. And then social content, let me come here. Topics, let's see, settings. And here, make sure it's toggled on. I have mine off, but make sure that it's toggled on to where you want it to go. And that is under social content, under settings.
Okay.
And then that it will auto post to that. Perfect. Any other questions? Nobody? Nobody has nothing for me?
No, but as we go, can we just bug you by messenger?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
absolutely. Can always do that. And if you guys want to refer this platform right here, you can refer and earn.
Where do you go there? What is that?
That's
there.
you can share your link. Yep, so there's that. You have your marketing dashboard. So here's everything that's going out, right? Always going out. Let's see. Services. If you want services, right here, if you want to do any add-ons, they have that for an option. I don't. And here's your follow-ups, Laura, if you don't know where that is. I have my buyer and seller on, just because, because some people actually respond on here over my follow-up boss or Lofty, and it throws me because I'm like, where is this coming from? And I got to look and I'm like, oh shit, they're responding to my listings to leads. And I do like this because it has the PDFs and stuff. And it shows you your sent, delivered, opens, clicks, unsubscribed, and you can, if you don't want certain ones to go on, you can shut them off too. Okay. Is it Rotasha? Rotasha? Oh
Yep.
my God.
Yes,
I'm
no,
probably
you got it right,
bothering
Natasha.
you.
No, okay, so I was super duper late, so I'm so sorry. I don't know if you went over this or not, but yesterday I was trying to figure it out. So I have like some listings that I'm trying to advertise. They're not my listings, but the one of the listings, for instance, what I was trying to do is take just the picture of the listing and put it on my Instagram and make like a cute little reel to engage clients, right? So
Mhm.
and I could not remember for the life of me how to actually do it, but aside from that, I also wanted it to again make do something different to make it engaging. So, can you show me how to do that?
Yep. So right here, once you have your listing right, and you're going to come in here, you can come over. Let me see. I don't know if it's going to make me do it all. Hold on. It might make me do a new one. Let me just do a new one. Let's go back to ads. We're going to create a Facebook. You're going to go to the listing ad, right? We're going to go create, and we want to do leads. Create. And then right here where it says change template or image and video, go to that. And that's where if you want to upload and put different videos or pictures for the front, you're just going to go to upload and upload it. So you can upload a video or pick any picture that's going to be scroll stopping, upload it, and then just click on it and then insert. That's how you do it there. And then set your budget, set your location. If you want to turn advanced options on, you can do that. And make sure you have your pixel. If you don't have a pixel, YouTube it. They'll show you how to do a Facebook pixel. I got to start doing different pixels because I want to know, did it come specifically from listings to leads? Because this pixel is my just all over Facebook. And then you can do that. And then you can create the ad. And then from there, it's going to give you the links to share to the Instagram, to the Facebook, and all of the places. Did that answer your question or did I not answer it?
No, it did in a sense. So if I wanted to just create without creating an ad, and if I just wanted to post something on like Instagram without it being an ad. So just like take the the pictures of, or one picture, right? On here, like on my listing, and then put that to Instagram and create like a reel behind it or for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so if you can, if so the reel's going to be different, but you can share it. So instead of creating a paid ad, that
Hmm.
property, you can just share it to the socials. So it would be like social media post.
Okay.
And let me open that up so you can see what that would look. So this is the post, right? So Instagram, this is what it would look like on Instagram. If you don't like that, just hit edit again, and then you can make it, click on the, and
Okay.
that's where you can go in, and even right here, you can edit all of that. Right here, you can change the image, and this is, you can put a video there too. You don't have to pay for it.
Okay. So that's where I would go to grab that image and down. Okay.
Yep, you would go over to the social, it's going to be in the marketing part of it and the
Okay.
social media post.
Okay. All right. That's where I was struggling with. I'm like, okay, I'm hitting edit post, edit image, and I could not find it for the life of me. Okay.
Yep. Yep, you got to come over because you were probably stuck in the editing and not knowing, like, because there's a lot to look at. Just come over to the marketing, and right there you can share it on your socials, and that's free, no paid, nothing.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
it shows you, if you click on the little tabs, it will show you, what it's going to look like. Oh, I just opened that on each
Okay.
little section.
Okay. Because yeah, what I was trying to do is keep it from going to everywhere, because technically the when I put the listing on there, it already went everywhere. So I'm just
Mhm.
trying to take one listing, either per day or whatever, and then advertise it each day.
Yep.
But I don't, like I said, I wanted to do one on Facebook. I did one on Facebook. I actually did this, I think, just one for Facebook. And so now I just want to do one for Instagram only, and not have it go everywhere else. So,
Right. And you can schedule it out too.
okay.
So you can come in here, and if you have like 4 or 5 or however many you have, come in and schedule them out throughout the week. So that way you set it for the week and you can forget it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let
Okay,
me know if you need any help or have any more questions about that.
awesome.
It'd be a little confusing because there's so many different moving
There's
parts.
so much to do in this, yes.
Yeah, and then like I just overlooked the tab on how to upload your contacts so you can retarget them, and it was like right here. So yeah, always go through those too. Laura.
So there was a section in there when you were under the advanced, and it had like the, Zillow, Truly, and all those. Did you add those yourself, or do those auto
I
populate in?
added those.
Okay, so that's probably a good idea, because then that's gonna direct people that are
Yep.
already
So
in
when
that
people
market.
are looking at Zillow stuff or Realtor.com stuff, it's going to show your stuff
Got
because
it. Okay,
you're kind of like targeting them in a way.
yeah, okay, so add that. And then the
Yeah.
other thing, I had to manually, well, I had to grab my listing. Should this at some point connect with my MLS?
It will connect, but you're always going to have to grab your listing to pull it into the system.
Okay.
Yep, you'll always have to do that. And then if it's not your listing, then you can manually add it, but you'll always have to do that.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something.
Yeah, nope, absolutely. Christine.
So if you upload your listing into Listing That Leads, people on Zillow and all the other sites, they're gonna see it, you said?
So what it does, it's kind of like a pattern interruption. So people that are looking on Zillow and all of that, it's kind of going to throw your stuff, your link in there as well, here and there. It's not always going to be right there,
Right.
but
Okay.
it puts that chance for it to interrupt that scroll. Yes, absolutely. Any other questions? And
Yes.
oh yes.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Is it possible to do like a squeeze page for new construction if you wanted to share like the new construction around your community and you wanted to create that?
Yep,
I don't
it's
know
in
how
the,
to go about that.
were you at the beginning of the
It's
call?
where-
Were you in the beginning of the call when
I-
I first?
I did, but I got a little bit distracted.
I'll post the replay. It's right in there. It's right in the beginning. You're going to create a landing page for it.
For new construction.
Yep. There's a whole list of things you can do it for. Absolutely. And
Same, but-
I showed you how to do it. And I went over all that. When woo, drink more coffee, Carrie.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that, yeah, but I'm not talking about the PDF guides. I'm talking about a squeeze page. Like if you want to share a list of new construction homes in the area, can you do
Yep.
that?
Yep. There's a spot where you put the link in where you're going to direct them to.
Okay.
Still
But on
have to
TV
generate
Core,
your link for the list. That's for anything that you do. You first gotta, if you're doing it from the MLS for your new construction, you gotta create that link first. So you gotta create your
Okay.
squeeze page link, and then you decide where it's gonna go. And for listing the leads, it's gonna be a landing page. So you go to your landing page section of listing the leads, create it, and then you can add that link in there, and then you can share it, just like Carrie said.
Yep.
you know, on TV Core, I was looking in there under the squeeze pages, but I don't see anything there for new construction. So I just
You have
do
to go
do
through
it
your
through the MLS
searches
then?
and figure out the criteria. It's not
Yeah.
gonna necessarily say new construction. You may have to
Yeah.
put in like year for like
Uh-huh.
2024 or above.
Yep.
So I'm
That's a
looking
whole
at listings.
section. That's a
Because
whole
I'm
nother
looking
show.
under the, I'm looking under the listing types, under the squeeze page and have a whole list of things that, you know, price reduce or land or buildings, but I don't
Yeah,
see
you
anything
just
for
gotta
new
look through
construction.
all the correct, it may not literally say new construction, but new
Uh-huh.
construction is anything recent. So you're talking about maybe 2024, 2025. Look and see if
Yeah.
that's the criteria. The
Okay.
year,
All right.
yeah.
Thank
So
you.
like, that's like a whole nother training for
Right.
for K
It would be a
four.
good training though. It'd be a good one.
Yeah, it would be, because you can do so many different types of lead pages
Yeah.
based off of what you need. Because I've done new construction
Yep.
squeeze pages.
And in KV Core, their squeeze pages are real quick and simple, like real
Mhm.
quick. But they also are in Lofty too. And I
Mhm.
think maybe in Lofty you can get more strategic with what you're looking for.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Laura.
I'm sorry, I think I just forgot to put my hand down, but now
Oh,
that I'm
no,
looking
that's
at
okay.
I'm actually looking at my page right now. And it says we could not create custom audiences for your ad account because it's not added to the Meta Business Manager account.
Do you have over 1,000?
I should definitely, yes.
If you want, you can reach out to Listings to Lead support and they'll be able to help you with that too.
Okay. Yeah. I think the trickiest part is just getting everything set up and then it's just all on auto.
Right. I know when I first started, I was like, guys, Listings to Leads, they're like, contact support, they'll do it. I'm like, perfect.
Got it.
Yep, absolutely. Any other questions before we hop off? Did everyone get a chance to take advantage of the $60 a month? Did anyone miss that? Because if you missed it, you're gonna pay $100 now. That sucks.
Big jump.
I
Yep.
missed it.
Who missed it? John?
Dawn, I've seen you on all these calls.
No, I'm trying to sequence in things logically, and I'm becoming overwhelmed with the amount of moving parts that I have. So I'm trying to. I mean, there's a logic, but my logic, I guess, is costing me money. So
No,
there we
Listings
go.
to Leads at $60. That I beat it into everybody. That is a no-brainer. Everything that it has. Oh, John. That's okay. Get in now while it's 95 before he ups it.
Yeah,
It's $80 a month. I paid for it for a year, right?
He's gonna increase it again?
Well, not right now, but eventually. Yeah, because
Good,
I
you know-
want to say when he first started, it might have been like $30 a month or something.
it was. It was cheaper than 30. It was like 40 something.
Yeah.
Because I
So
missed it.
I missed that one too. And then I luckily got in at 60 and I was like, this is amazing. Like everything that it offers, the power that it has.
They are good.
That's
It's crazy.
okay. My Apple stock would have, if I kept it, would have been worth $44 million. So there you go.
Well, then, yeah, but it wasn't. And now you're going to pay $100 for listings to leads, John.
No, $80 a month, $80 a month.
80.
Oh, you're gonna buy it for the whole year? You're gonna do the whole year?
Well, I mean, what the heck? If you're talking
Right.
about the overall price, I mean,
Absolutely.
John, do you have like for your listings, do you have single property websites that you already generate?
I'm trying to keep my head above water here. So what happens is I feel like I'm trying to come up to speed on everything with Krista stuff, and then I just get all these shiny objects is one thing, but I've got all these. I realized that there were 4 listings that I missed because I didn't keep up with the people. I just didn't knock on a door, right? And the neighbors are telling me, "Oh, they loved you. Oh my gosh." Like, what the heck? Like the house is listed anyway, but so we shouldn't look at the half empty. We should look at the fact that, in fact, anytime I look at these things, it means nothing when I have potential to have listings that are um, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, $12 million that are around me. And but I want to make sure that I'm at the competence that I can take those on. And people say, "Oh no, just go ahead and do it." It's like, no, it doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. The people, they're not going to refer you if you screw up on something and I don't market their home, or I don't treat them right. So I guess I'd kind of have a more measured approach, and maybe this stupid analytical, mind of mine. But I frequently get overwhelmed with all these things. So
There's a lot
um,
of programs for sure. Listings to leads though is one that you want. You don't want to get rid of it. And if you do land those $12 million listings, I will show you how to market the fucking shit out of them. So they're so impressed with you, they will be like, only use him.
Thank you. I mean, just the fact that doing digital marketing, I look at none of these people in my market are doing digital marketing.
I'll say I'm only just getting really going for a couple months on listings to leads after hearing Carrie talk about it. It's 100% worth it. You should do the year even for $80 a month, because it helps so much. Like, I've been in a big learning curve. Like, I'm just like you, all the shiny objects. What can I do? What do I focus on? And I have a listing, and listings to leads has, like, it auto markets some of it. It makes a lot of the marketing so much easier. I look so much better than I actually am right now, thanks to listings to leads. And Carrie, maybe that's your next series of classes, is showing everybody how to market their shit out of their listings on listings to leads next level, because that's where I need to get better too. And I need to do more. But I'm glad I went ahead and did it, because it helped me. Instead of making me wait like I'm not, I need to learn more. Listings to leads was the best one I invested in of all the stuff.
And that's what I tell
agree.
everybody, because I have this shiny object syndrome. I will buy everything and anything. Like Gia knows that. I will get it all. But for what they do and for the money, like listings to leads really should be about $200 a month.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it really should.
Yeah,
Easily.
there's so much, because I did it for like the $60 and I actually referred someone else. And I got $9 today. Woo! For that. But I feel like listening to leads I was just talking to someone to do fellow, and I told him, I'm like, look, right now, listings to leads is definitely something that I do not want to get rid of, because I know this sucker can probably do wonders for my business. But like, I have about 9 listings that are someone else's listings, and they're all well over $1 million listings, and they're beautiful listings. And I'm kicking myself because I'm like, how the heck can I advertise these freaking listings to help me get leads? Because I know with just these listings alone that I can, but there's so many moving parts to it. So, Kara, I'm definitely gonna need you to like do a deep
Walk
dive and be
through
like,
it.
hey,
I
you need
got
to
you.
list, you need to do this to this to this and this and with this listing. Cause I just this week I just sent out the neighborhood mailers about, saying, hey, once this home sells in your in your neighborhood, blah blah blah. I don't know what that's going to get me. Hopefully it'll get me something. But that's what I need is that deep dive of how to advertise each listing to get me what I need because I would never get rid of listening to leads. Like if I go broke, I'm gonna get on someone's freaking pole, okay, to freaking afford to get to keep listening to leads.
But even if you don't get anything right now, just keep
Yeah,
doing it because all the
yeah.
tools are there. And John, when you talk about shiny object, that was me. But
Mhm.
I know that I want to do listings, but I also know that I need it automated. And when you see all these tools that they can do this and do this, Listen to Leads does it all. So like you got your single property, you got your social media set up, you got all of that. So now you don't even have to worry about how to list your property. Carrie's going to show you, but all of it's there. So that eliminates a bunch of tools for you to have to worry about, well, who else, which other vendor do I need to check out to see,
Yeah. Listen, Leads has like
because
everything in one place.
And the
listing,
guides and those
Yes.
guides. I
Those
was
guides
paying
are
for guides and
priceless.
I was creating from scratch. Oh my gosh, the guides in there are amazing.
I
Yeah.
did a single property. I created one from this one girl who does Canva really well. And I'm like, I just wasted a whole bunch of time. And
Mhm.
Listen to Leads has the darn single property website. And it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's really
It
pretty.
is.
I'm like, I can't believe I just wasted. I even bought her template. I'm so mad. And I had
Yeah.
Listen to Leads. And the other thing too is you can even say, hey, I can even give you data on the ads that I'm running because in Listen to Leads, there's a link that you can
Yep.
print that shows them what the reach is, what how who people who are looking at your ads. It's all there. So now
Yeah.
every week when you say I can give you a report, there's that report.
Yep, you're
Yeah.
not
It's
lying.
like
It's
an
right there.
all-in-one already.
Yeah. I learned how to do
John,
the
get it. Please get it.
yes. Because
I
that
know.
expired presentation that Carrie did when I first that's she's actually the reason why I got listening to leads because she
Yes.
did a like a whole presentation and
I
the
love that. I love that one.
yes was the expired presentation. Like all you do is like plug and play and it kicked out that expired presentation. I was like, oh my gosh, that right there is pure freaking gold because literally you do nothing but just plug in the information for the
Yep.
house and it gives a wonderful presentation. So that's actually what I'm going to use for my expired listings.
Yep.
But it's so pretty. I'm like, I can either do the flip book. I did a flip book of it, but also want to print it out. So that is what sold me.
I just did my printout. I changed that listing presentation thing into a booklet
That's what I want to do. That's what
and
I want to
printed
do.
out a few. Yep.
Yep. What I did recently, because I integrate with Mailbox Power, um, and I get the 5 free coffee mugs, right? You just got to pay to ship them out. And I targeted $1 million property. I put their home on it. I put the dynamic QR code on it, and I put scan here, blah blah blah. I forgot the verbiage, but I can share that with you. And when they scanned, I get notified that they scanned it, right? So I'm like, okay, they're looking at it. And it's the flip book of the expired presentation with their property on every marketing piece. So once they scan it, oh, what do? I pick my phone up right away and call them. Hey, seller, I just wanted to give you a quick call. I sent you something in the mail. I just want to see if you got it. Yeah, I got it. I went and I met them, right? I had my little whole thing with them. I even brought my iPad and went over the expired presentation with them again. And they were like, you know what? We only took your call because of that coffee mug.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. So they're heading to Vegas now. So next week, hopefully they're going to be like, yeah, we want you to list our property.
John, act like you didn't hear about Mailbox Power just yet. Just focus on Listen to Leads.
So
And my ears
and
perked up too
so
when
this is
you said it.
this is the true difficulty. Try to fill up my schedule with things that are important for every day, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't um, miss a lot of those things, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's just there's a lot of things to get done in this, and I understand. Okay, so it'll probably be a good deal if I get it at $80 a month for the year. then
Yeah.
when it's $250 a month, coming up in the future, at some undetermined future here, then I will feel like I got a good deal, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I love street text. And what is street text? I don't know. 100, 250. I don't know what they charge
Yeah.
monthly, but that's just to have that, right?
Yeah.
You don't get anything. If you want things with that, now you got to pay on top of that.
Mhm.
This, back at my price at $60, they give you everything, everything. And I run ads for 7 days for a total of $35 and get a ton of leads. It's the same Facebook leads as that you're going to get with street text.
So my issue isn't, it's nice to get more leads. My issue isn't the leads, it's following up on the leads. And that's where my process to get things ramped up and be able
What
to
CRM
do
do you
that.
use?
Follow-up boss, but it's getting everything. That's why today was part of my thing is to mapping out everything because I'm double texting people and it's crazy and they're unsubscribing and I'm not getting them out of my database or not following up in another. There's a lot of moving parts, right? And you start getting all these pieces of
Who's your
software
website hosted through?
through Lofty,
Okay.
and
All
that's where
right.
I'm trying to
So
build out some
you're going to
additional
switch
pages into
your
that.
follow-up plans. You're going to switch them to Lofty. As much as I love follow-up boss,
Yeah.
they can't do shit. They don't do shit. You have to do everything manually.
Yeah,
We don't want that. Do it through Lofty,
Lofty.
and you can automate it all. Even turn on their assistant, their AI assistant. Does she mess up a lot? Probably. But guess what? They're going to stay in contact when you can't because you just put it on monitor their behavior. So if they're on your site and they're looking around, that AI is going to text them. You're not going to do that. You've already said you dropped the ball on that. Follow-up boss doesn't do that. I love follow-up boss. I have follow-up boss. Why? I don't know. I just can't get rid of it. But, Gia knows how I am. But all of my automations and follow-up is done in Lofty.
Okay.
And in Lofty, what I added is my Sly broadcast, right? So if you want to just send a quick voicemail to everybody and make it sound like you're just talking to them, you record that Sly broadcast, you select who you want it to send it to. I send it to everybody, and then it sends it. And now they think they missed your call.
Okay, that's another Thursday class that you have to do is slide
I did that one. I just did
Oh, you
that.
did?
It's on my YouTube's
Oh,
channel.
okay, I'll go check it out.
Yeah, I'll tag you in the link and everything. Yeah. But John, I would switch your follow-up from follow-up boss to Lofty because it's completely automated. Your text, follow-up boss don't do text.
I think that they're getting several of them right now, and this is what's happening is that I'm getting too many notifications. That's where trying to understand where everything's going. And every time somebody signs up, I get 4 notifications, it seems. So
Yeah.
but I don't want to turning those up, not knowing what I'm turning off. I want to make sure
Right.
that
And go clean up your CRM. I went in and I pulled up people that had 0 contact in 2 years. So they weren't on my website. They weren't doing nothing. I deleted 2,500 people out of my CRM. Because
the
they had
CRM
0
thing is a
interaction in
whole.
2 years. So you're just sitting here wasting my space and I can't focus truly on who I need to focus on. I deleted them out. And now the second someone unsubscribes either from their phone number or their email, I delete them out. Bye. I'm going to bring in more people anyways.
But aren't you using some of those people to maybe retarget them to?
If they're unsubscribing from me, I'm going to kick you out.
Okay.
I'm kicking you out because you're telling me you don't want my information. So I'm not going to call you if you unsubscribed your email, or if you unsubscribed email, or you unsubscribe from your phone. I'm not going to continue to email you. Am I risking maybe losing your business? Probably, but chances are no. Let's fill my CRM with people that actually are going to work with me.
So that's interesting. Maybe I'm not sure that works in all price points because once you get into $4 million and so forth, they're looking at the world a little differently. I got people that unsubscribe, but then call me and text me I mean, it's a weird thing, and some people, they just don't want their inbox filled up with my stuff. We call you, we'll need you. We'll call you when we need you, but I
So
still have
maybe you
to.
got to focus on what you're sending them. If they feel it's worth unsubscribing to, maybe they're not finding value in that.
Like holiday greetings sometimes. That's
You
it. That's
know,
all it took. Boom.
like I know with the
Unsubscribe.
higher price properties, they want stats, they want statistics, they want that. Give it to me. Don't make me have to really look for it. Throw it right in my face. That's what they want.
Yeah, they want to know what their price, their home is worth. I mean,
Yeah.
but that's not the easiest thing, right? They want to know what
No,
their
it's
neighbors'
not.
homes are listing for.
But with those type of clients, I put them into Home IQ and I make sure that that is set up pretty accurate. And then I let Home IQ email them that every month.
Okay.
That way it's that. Now I'm partnering with a lender for Home IQ. If I had to pay and pick, I'm going to go back to HomeBot. I would do Fellow, but I ain't got Fellow money. I love Fellow. I can't afford Fellow. Just
So
not.
this is interesting because I was kind of gearing up to go towards Phil. See, I'm maybe I'm just I
If
don't
you
want to
can
monopolize
afford
the
it, go the
conversation.
fellow.
Yes, if you can afford Fellow, do it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love Fellow. I just can't justify spending that
So
money.
what you're telling me is I listings of leads should have been a slam dunk, and then fellow is my list of things to migrate to. Okay, I yeah, and
Yep,
then
if
and
you
then
can
move.
afford Fellow, do it all day. If not, I would do HomeBot.
Okay.
John, that's my plan of action is to stay with listen to leads and then add fellow once I get more money in my piggy bank.
It's
Yep.
been it's been so much money. It's like it's unbelievable that goes out. And
Yes, it
anyway,
goes out quickly. And John, do you
yeah.
know what I do to all of my sellers, no matter what price point they're in Lofty, set them up on the market snapshot. And what that sends them, it sends them all the properties that sold that are like theirs.
Okay.
They're not going to unsubscribe from that. I don't send the market report. I do the market snapshot because it's more in depth and detailed. And that's in Lofty.
Gary, I've got a lot to learn. You people are, yes, you're wonderful. I'm just, I feel like I'm trying to sip from a garden hose, like we're a fire hose here. This is,
You're right. And no, I will be the one to tell you because I've tried almost everything. I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. Yes, try it. Don't waste your time. And I know a lot of people aren't like that. They're like, no, you got to do it. No, I'm going to tell you it's trash. Don't do it. Don't waste your money. And if you want to waste your money, just fully know you're going to hear my voice saying, I told you so when you find out that I'm right. If you always want the truth, come to me. Whether you're going to want to hear it or not, I'll tell it to you if you want it.
I much rather hear, yes, something rather than a spin. Yes.
Yeah. And that's going to be me. That's part of who I am. I can't not
Midwestern
be honest.
values.
Yep, I'll tell you. That's why I love Fellow. Love it. It would be phenomenal, but I don't like the price. It's not worth that price.
My recent sales is funding that one.
See? There you go. But no, Fellow's amazing.
When it
They're
runs out, it
better.
may not be there anymore.
Absolutely.
It wasn't for my legacy business. I don't know how I'd be keep going trying to get these, trying to, yeah, changing horses in midstream is kind of awkward.
Yeah. But you always got to stay up with the times and you got to grow or you're not going to make it. Got to stay up with it. But John, I would seriously switch your whole follow-up over to Lofty and add in text messages, add in the AI.
Okay.
Because like I said, follow-up boss, great, super great. But it's not automated enough to where you need it to be. And you're going to have the other side of people saying, oh, you don't want it automated because then it's not personal. Well, do you want to lose the people or do you want to automate it?
Wendy was saying keep it in, what is it? Keep it going within, can't even remember the names of the programs. And then only shift it over after you end up engaging with the people in some way. But
I think maybe she
um,
was talking about street text.
street text,
There's
yeah,
a lot
street
of,
text.
especially her, what's your homework?
Yeah.
There's like a series, like a follow-up that's in there. I think she uses that. And then I think I remember her saying that. And then if it engages, then she'll move it over.
See, I feel like I try to pick the best of everything, but then I create a Frankenstein that no one can talk to me because no one is using the things that I'm using. And that's a danger that I have. And that's why I like trying to follow what is it, explore a path that other people have, beat a well-beaten path, but it keeps changing. It keeps, and I'm not daunted. I'm not daunted by any of this stuff, and I'm not depressed. It's just it's just a lot of moving parts.
Lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, no,
focus on where you can all do it in the easiest spot. Like even that with street text that she's talking about, I'm gonna build that all in Lofty. I'm not gonna,
Built in Lofty. Okay.
yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's just a string of emails. I mean, I can do that in freaking Lofty and
Yep.
put it in there, and then because I know some people are not using those follow-ups in street text. They're moving
Right.
straight to their CRM and doing their campaigns out of there. So
I thought it was smart until I encountered all these different programs and everything talking to one another, and I realized, wow, I don't know anything.
And John, if you
Yeah.
move it all into Lofty, how Gia said, what's your home worth, you can build it out in Lofty. You can, when you send out, just build it out. It's going to take a second to build it out because you want it to be you, but
Sure.
pop in videos in your emails, pop in the video,
Thank you.
your text
Yeah.
messages, pop them in there, and you can even have it set to where it's an auto email, auto text, sly broadcast, or a task. So it will pop up on your daily to-dos like, oh, John, actually call so-and-so now,
Mhm.
and if I live by my tasks, if I don't put anything in a task, I'm not going to do anything. So I will log in, check, see how many tasks I have for the day, look at your overdues. You never want overdues, and you knock them out.
Well, I really appreciate you spending the time and everyone spending the time and beating me up a little bit.
It's to help you be better. It's to help you be
yeah.
better.
Yeah, helping me better. Yes. And that doesn't always
Make it
happen. Not
easier
everyone's
for
willing
you.
to share things. And I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm an open book. I will tell you everything that's worked, that hasn't worked, in my opinion. And a lot of times I'll tell you my opinion when you don't even want it.
I know I've asked Carrie a whole bunch of questions in the past few weeks.
Yeah.
No, I want everyone to be super successful, like stupid successful. Absolutely. All right, guys, anything else before we jump off?
I have a question that's sort of a general question. I have an iPad and I wonder, does anyone use any type of a calendar that they use specifically for the iPad that integrates in? Because I wanted to do something that I could not only have my calendar, but be able to have notes and be able to have um, but I hadn't asked anyone and I wondered if
I just use my Google Calendar.
calendar, okay.
And what you can do also, John, when you're going to these higher listing appointments, you pull up your calendar and you're going to walk them through a timeline. You're going to be like, so this week right here, from the 1st to the 7th, we are going to get your house ready for the market. We're going to schedule the photographer between this and this. During this next week, we're going to, staging whatever it is. And then this week here, by this date, we are going to go live in the MLS. You walk them through step by step like that. No one does that. I also send it to them in an email, a layout in an email.
Mhm.
I just
Thank
watched
you.
a good video on that, and they want the exact same process.
Yep.
They have a listing formal presentation. They just
Yeah,
walk.
no. I did I did Krista's program years ago and I recorded the whole listing presentation, right? Used it for a year, right? Guess how many people watched it? One person watched 20 seconds of it. I was like, delete, we're done with that. What works is you going there and showing them the things you do to get their property sold. Showing them, hey, this is a video, a walkthrough video that I put on YouTube, and look at this is how many reaches it got. This is how many blah, blah, blah it got. And that's what's going to impress them. Show them your marketing, show them the ads, how you run them, where you run them, the results you got that. And that's your marketing presentation. That's it.
John, what's your email? I'll send you that video. You would.
Oh, sure. Thank you. John.Shannon at, so JOHN, I can put it in the chat here. But
And
that
what's
at Solace Realty, SOLACE realty.com. So
I'm gonna send you that email. I mean, that video. I think you'll like it.
And if you're dealing with expireds too, there's 4 reasons why a property doesn't sell. Ready? This is your bonus and it's gold. Price, presentation, exposure, strategy. What works better for you? Afternoons or evenings? I will come out and go over exactly either one, more, or all 4 of why your property didn't sell. But those are the 4 reasons your house doesn't sell.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that is nothing but the truth.
Excellent. That's
Yeah. Judith. It was price, presentation, exposure, strategy.
Hold on.
But
Kelly,
it's all be in the recording because
Yep, it's going to be in the recording.
it's good. And people will beat me up in the recording. I like it for posterity.
Yep. And again, these are just my thoughts, my opinions, what I feel is going to work. Other people would be like, no, don't do that. Stick with that. This is just, my
I've done a lot of things that don't work, and now it's time
time to
to
get
start
shit to
doing
work,
things that
right?
work.
We want shit to work now.
Yeah.
It's time. Absolutely.
Could have bought a Ferrari with the money I've spent on things that didn't work.
Okay. See, now we got to get all this money coming in instead of going out.
Mm-hmm.
I had that problem too. I would spend money on everything. I'd be like, oh, what's that? I got to try that. Be like, what's it called? I don't know, but I just signed up for it. Yeah, that's the syndrome I had. All right, guys, if anything else, reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. And if there's anything you guys want me to go over on next Thursday, let me know and I'll put that together for us. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
and hanging
Bye,
out for an
Karen.
extra
Thank you.
30
Thanks,
minutes.
everybody.
Bye, guys.